From taking a day off, sorta, to being a pretty legit gatekeeper and an unusual meeting. Hello, Magic here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works, the series where I look over Touhou Doujin Works I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works number 26. Number 5. So as we know in Gensokyo, we understand that it's pretty low-key when it comes to technology, minus the kappa that is. With that knowledge in mind, let's just say having a plane whizzing in Gensokyo's airspace is most certainly out of the ordinary. Sanae makes every effort, created by Fuzaza, suggested by Shinigami Kenpachi, is a story that starts with Marisa in the sky. And things were normal until she noticed something zooming in and soon goes past her. Meanwhile, we switch to the shrine and Reima and Sanae are talking. Marisa comes by and notices what the two are talking about relates to the magician's encounter. After that, Aya pops in and tells them all that she hasn't been able to get a good photo of the thing in the sky. It isn't until Sanae looks at the picture that we learn what we're dealing with. And I'll leave it as that, as the way the girls deals with the intruding plane is quite the tale indeed. Let's just say Sanae is one cool bro indeed. Number 4. If you remember in Legacy, the lunar capital was attacked by a divine spirit who was probably pissed off. Well, let's just say that this divine spirit has been chilling in Gensokyo. Ikaragami, created by Zunus, starts off with the most strangest handholding of two characters, Suwako and Junko. I'm sure 110% of you guys were not expecting that. After that, we go a little back into the past and see that Sanae had brought Junko to the Moriya Shrine. While the interaction wasn't too long, clearly Suwako was not a kind guest to Junko. Not that Junko noticed it anyway. Somehow, even after all that, the two are later walking around the human village with their hands together, against Suwako's will anyway. Things were going so well until Junko was, well, triggered to say the least. Things go real sour after that. If you're curious to read a Junko story, which is somehow involving Suwako, then you've come to the right place. Or the only place really. Number 3. As you know, the SDM has a gatekeeper, Mei Ling, and it's been shown in Fanon that she fails quite hard at the one job that she is supposed to be doing. But this time, things are much more different here. The gatekeeper of Scarlet Devil's Mansion, created by Fuzaza. You may have noticed I'm using the same author twice. Reason being, I didn't pay attention to the artist until I was done. So I'm going to say fuck it because I really love the two works. Anyway, the story starts off with Mei Ling standing guard and Yugi coming to say hi. As to be expected by an Oni, Yugi wants to fight and Mei Ling declines. Not wanting to lose her chance, Yugi does something to entice Mei Ling. Let's just say this Mei Ling ain't fucking around, that's for sure. After a kick like that, you can expect one hell of a battle to commence. Although the fight might seem rather pointless due to the Oni's nature, things are clearly not as cut and dry here. If you want to see a good battle between Yugi and Mei Ling with an interesting twist, then check this out. Number 2. If you guys watched my character profile for Tei, then you'll recall that she's the leader of the rabbits of Aente, meaning she's probably met quite a bunch of them. This story will be talking about one of those rabbits. An occasional talk of ancient times with Inaba, created by Mana or Surubiji, is a story that focuses on the rabbit in general. With that in mind, we see the somewhat birth of a rabbit yokai. From there, we watch the growth of this rabbit yokai and it's no doubt cute and adorable. Plus, having another rabbit yokai eases Tei's boredom, which was the reason this rabbit worked so hard to become a yokai. And things were getting better for Tei's friend as she had found a mate. Unfortunately, that's where being a yokai has its disadvantages. With the short lifespan rabbits have, which is about 5 to 6 years indicated by this work, the girl won't be spending much time with her new mate. This was where the happiness ended for both girls. It's a beautiful yet sad tale about life and how the longevity between two beings can be the ultimate pain. Sorta like the immortality doujin works you see involving Moku, but this time with rabbits. If you're prepared for the feels train, I'd recommend this one. Number 1. While the last 4 were much heavier when it comes to the tone and emotions, let's relax a bit with this last one. Today is No Sakuya Day, created by Suchu Hanabi. Starts off with Sakuya doing her duties as a maid, and everything goes perfectly fine. Mei Ling isn't happy about this as everyone is too reliant on Sakuya. I'm gonna have to agree on this one. Mei Ling, acting out of goodwill, institutes a day for Sakuya, specifically No Sakuya Day. This leaves the SDM crew to manage a mansion as Sakuya would normally do. Mei Ling and Flandre are the head maids. Zune help us all. Patchouli is doing the laundry of sorts. Kokuma is the gatekeeper since Mei Ling is one of the head maids. However, they clearly don't know how to do their jobs correctly, so instead of having a break, Sakuya decides it's best to hop them off, in secret of course. That's where time stopping has its advantages, and from there you see Sakuya pretty much fixing up everything that went wrong. Not exactly the holiday she was expecting. To be fair, she wasn't even asking this holiday to begin with, but whatever. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which doujin works are you going to check out later? Are you curious to see how Junko and Tsuruko, of all the random matchups, to interact with one another? Do you want to see the battle between Mei Ling and Yugi with an interesting twist? Or are you down to see Sakuya's holiday? Even though the said person is going around, fixing everything! If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or else a random Yugi might pop up my place and bust my house. And that would really suck. Either way, this is Magic, and thanks again for watching.